Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to World of Warships. Today, from a match I had in the Scharnhorst, a premium ship I really did not regret buying because, man, that thing is powerful. Sitting at tier 7, you get a lot of really good matchup, like this one where you get into tier 5 matches and there you can just wreak havoc with your rather quick loading 20-second reload 280mm guns. They're not the biggest for battleships, actually I think they are the smallest on that tier for battleships, but man do they work good. Maybe not on super high tier battleships, but still. This one is a match from Fault Line. I am still farming damage at that point for the ARP whatever cruiser, the Miyoko in brown basically. But I thought I will get one, and started when I was sick, had some good nights, got back into the game. You know the drill already. The mission was pretty good. So, this game turned out rather well in the end, as far as I remember, if I'm not in the wrong replay file. I really hope so. If anyone knows of a place where I can check my replay files for the statistics, so basically like WoW or World of Tanks replays.com, give me a comment, because I'm really not very happy about that I have to check all the replays and can't even speed up the replay so to see if it was good or bad. In the end, here we are. I'm together with the Nuremberg and the Cleveland. We go to the A point. There is one battleship, yeah, the New York, following us, but he's far behind. We see the Haguro on the other side. A Gneisenau pops up. And a Kirov and a Scharnhorst. So 4 against 3. Not good to start with, but we'll see how that turns out. I kinda like that in worst case you still have some torpedoes to throw at the enemy. And I've gotten a little bit better at close range torpedoing, because actually you have to aim in front of the marker to make them hit a little bit better than if you exactly point them at the gray marker. Kirov, tier 5, AP preloaded, especially for him. And there we have the Haguro popping up, showing me the whole side. Very happy about that. These days I always shoot for the waterline when I have the flat side of a ship. But yeah, there I made quite the mistake. So yes, bounced straight into the island. I was gonna aim for the little channel in front of me so that I can retreat and not get broadsided by all the 4 ships that pop up there, but that kinda didn't work out, didn't it? Getting set aflame already. Going backwards, taking a lot of fire, but this is no Pensacola, so you can take some shells. I'm trying to snipe the Nuremberg where I try to maneuver myself out of my misery. I'm still not using premium consumables, I just noticed. And there we have. Confirmed penetration, critical hit, 22,000 damage within the first... what is it? 4 minutes? Yeah, within the first minute of the game. That was pretty good, and it's a Nuremberg, so it can't even repair itself. There we have the Gneisenau, which is basically the Scharnhorst, but with the big torpedoes, guns, the... what is it? Not 380. Yeah, you know what ones. So, big guns on that. I tell the Pensacola not to go there, or at least I plan on. While I get set on fire. Yeah, I tell this guy, no, turn, don't go there. Because he will just get wrecked by those. I'm on fire for 40 seconds. 1 minute 5 to the repair kit. Use my first of my 3 hull repair abilities. And I actually switched to the catapult fighter and not the reconnaissance plane anymore. Because I think when you're under attack by an aircraft carrier, as rare as it is better than the reconnaissance vehicle. And there goes the Pensacola, just wrecked by the Gneisenau's big gun. But I guess he didn't have time to retreat anyway. He could have driven backwards. That would have worked out. I fire some torpedoes because I expect some battleship to pop around there. Like this number, but it's too far away. No, I mean a battleship that is right behind the corner that I can't see. Should have launched my fighter. Maybe he would have spotted something for me. Anyway, I'm in a better position now. I can shoot at stuff. They cannot shoot at me for the moment. Or I will be soon able to shoot at something. And there we have the Gneisenau popping up, but torpedoes are gone by now. I fired the Kirov because I think it's a better target and worth taking out before. And someone critted it. That was very, very nice. I do 7,000 damage. 4 over penetrations though. Might have been better to shoot the different shelter, but nope. Cannot shoot at him anymore. And there we have a Nürnberg popping up. 12,000 HP. Put one into the mountain because he deserves it. Kirov still sitting there at 500 HP, and they nuke the New Mexico. Gneisenau with the torpedoes. You should not get nuked by a battleship. You should know that by now. Anyway, Kirov. There he goes. And now I'm alone. Both my cruisers are gone. My torpedoes are on reload. I decide to get the fudge out of there. Torpedoes are in the water, so they're not on reload. Yeah. They were yellow because I just fired them. Maybe I should have waited, but the Gneisenau turned around anyway. For whatever reason, there was no reason to back down. I was alone in the end. And here comes the Königsberg. Very brave of him, I have to say. Although I miss him like a noob. Fire again.
The ship is on fire.
Fire put out. Repair kit has a good quarter that I can repair with it, so that's fine. And that Königsberg did really not know when to quit, because that is not the right time for him. My secondaries opened fire, and that is also something the Scharnhorst can really do. Look at the fire rate of those guns. That is enjoyable, I tell you. And they just wreck him. I think should have just let that be done by the secondaries, but nah. Takes too long. So put a salvo into him before he can fire his torpedoes, but he did already fire his torpedoes. And there, yeah, that is the right match. We have this fire hose guy basically saying we lost because lemming train, yada yada yada. It's not even looking that bad, and look at evading that torpedo. That must have scratched the paint. And yes, that is one of the mods I actually use. It's the torpedo beats mod, where some plays you some Eurobeat sound when you have torpedoes incoming. I rather like that and find it quite funny. Yeah, I start arguing with him because I was kind of in the mood for that. But I try to be polite because I like it when I am and I like it when other people are. And then opening fire on the Scharnhorst. That is not aiming my way. I know I can penetrate the side of a Scharnhorst with AP if it's not too angled, and it is not. So, starting open firing at him, the Gneisenau is behind him. The thing is, it's not looking that good here at the moment, because they have 2 battleships. We had a Cleveland that just exploded. There is a Dunkirk sitting there. It's basically doing the Dunkirk thing and just showing your front and not doing anything else. I'm keeping my fire up on the Scharnhorst. He's still showing me its side. That is very, very nice of him. I am slightly angled. I'm turning in so that I cannot be penetrated by the Gneisenau from the side. What is Dunkirk doing? He is sitting there and he is actually firing. Yes, so he just did a good bunch of damage to the Scharnhorst. My repair kit will take another 20 seconds to be ready once more, but that is the last time I can use. I really need to put a premium one in there. Oh, secondaries opening up. Should have pointed that towards the Scharnhorst as I burn up in flame once more. Yeah, firing my torpedoes at the Gneisen. What did I do? Did I really totally mess that up? Oh yeah, I tried to torpedo the Scharnhorst. That was a stupid thing to do. And here come the enemy torpedoes. I can evade one, but water break in, and there I go. It was just not a good constellation for that maneuver. And the Dunkirk was helping me from there, but would have helped if he would have driven out of that corner. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, the Ignites are now complaining about him. Not sure that sitting there is such a great idea. I mean, the Ignites now has torpedoes and he is in range now. So, good idea or not, he tried to help me, but it didn't really work out. Since Scharnhorst and Gneisenau are still alive, but while I kept the two battleships busy, the rest of the team has basically eliminated everything else. And there's just one Cleveland left that is chased by a Gneisenau that is nearly dead. And we had two destroyers, of which one just died. Farragut. Now he's moving, but it's too late. The torpedoes are already in the water. I thought about warning him, but yeah, should have known that. And he will get a full broadside if he doesn't do anything about it. Which is a shame, because he was at full health. And here they come. Bye bye, Frenchman. Nothing you could do to evade that. In the meantime, one of our Farraguts nuked the enemy Scharnhorst. There you can see it sinking. And now it becomes a bit of a tactic game, because they have two ships left, Cleveland and a Gneisenau, and we have three ships left, a Gneisenau as well, a Cleveland as well, and a Farragut. And here we have the Cleveland sitting at the map border trying to evade the Gneisenau, putting a lot of fire into him. And yeah, that didn't look that good in the end. I mean, the Cleveland is just tier 6 and the Gneisenau is tier 7, but if it doesn't hit him, then he won't go down. And Gneisenau taking a lot of punishment. And actually burning to death there. And now it's Cleveland versus Cleveland, Seawolf versus Tidget. At least we have quite the hit point advantage. That's something. I requested or asked the Farragut to cap C earlier, and he actually did it. That was very helpful, because point-wise it might have come in close, and if it came down to a hide and seek game, it's always good to have the point advantage so that you can just wait it out. Worst case. 6 minutes left as the enemy Cleveland goes down, and the Gneisenau just pops up, but it keeps on staying unsure who that game wins. I mean, a full Farragut and a 2/3 Cleveland is a pretty good match, but a Gneisenau on tier 7 is a very, very tough to beat ship. So if the Cleveland would engage him and would just get wrecked by a Citadel hit, the Farragut would not stand a chance in the end. Let's go to him. Can I do that? Space move to object. I did that. Farragut. It doesn't seem to work in the replays. Well, whatever. Farragut is sitting there. Gneisenau capping. Farragut should, from my point of view, not fire at him, because he will just get wrecked. Cleveland doing what I think is a really good idea, taking a direct course for the A point. Farragut sneaking up on the Gneiser now, and as soon as he enters the cap point, he actually prevented him from capping. So can I go to his camera? Not, I don't seem to be able to switch that anymore. Okay, so no direct chip view, but this is better in the overview anyway. And here we have it. Torpedoes are on the way. Let's see if we can keep them both in view. Gneiser now is busy evading at that point and cannot keep his gun on the target. But look at the maneuverability of that ship. He must have seen the torpedoes coming way before that. But oh, that will be close. Nope. 2 torpedoes. Really good hit here. Farragut still firing and actually exposing himself. Gneiser now fled the B point by that moment and is not visible anymore. Cleveland bravely heading for B as well, because he saw that the Gneiser now has taken a lot of damage, but also lucky he changes course again and didn't drive into it. Farragut still firing, not a good idea in my opinion. But if I would know everything, I wouldn't be dead, would I? Fire hose guy still talking nonsense, but still. So, Gneiser now being set on fire, but he already repaired himself up to 33,000 HP. If I would be in that battleship, I would so hunt down the destroyer. And now we have Farragut hiding behind the island, Gneiser now being on the other side. We know he drove in that general direction before, but I think if he gets out behind the island too close to the Farragut, Farragut will have a big problem if he can't torpedo nuke him. Cleveland's still on the way to A, and there he is. He probably decided it would not be a good idea to go in a close quarter combat at 25,000 HP with the Farragut destroyer, and he must have used his repair kits earlier to stop the flooding from the torpedo, because he burned down 13,000 hit points already. Cleveland opening fire over there from the A point, which I also found rather risky. Yes, if you can set him on fire, that is very good. Still, together they just might have worn him out. And I guess I couldn't hold my horses as well. If I would be the destroyer, I would have gone in anyway. The Cleveland distracts him. But actually Gneiser now didn't really fell for the destruction, and he waited for him. But guns are on reload now. Although heavy hit, yes. Secondaries doing his thing, just wrecking the poor destroyer. And sadly he took up speed again, and therefore none of the torpedoes hits. That was really risky. I want the Farragut of these strong secondaries of the Gneiser now, because I know it from the Scharnhorst and the Tirpitz. As soon as something gets within 4 or 5 kilometers, I think the range is even 7, it just gets wrecked. And Mr. Fire was also right. It was a nice try. It was risky, but it was a nice try. Maybe if he would have waited on the other side of the island for him to come around, he would have gotten him. My fear at that point was that if the Farragut dies and he just puts a salvo of lucky crits into the Farragut, we would have still lost. And bam! There he goes. And now if Cleveland fires again, we could still lose that. There are just 25 seconds left. But let's see, did he even have a fire solution? Do you even say firing solution on a battleship? Yes, he could have fired at him. But I guess either he didn't have the range or he actually wrote while I was writing, because no firing is the best solution. The Gneiser now couldn't have spotted him anyway, since he was out of the range of the battleship. And suddenly, Turpid screenshot, because I noticed I don't have the statistics saved, but I got, I think, 66 or 68,000 damage, was third on team, and the match actually turned out pretty good XP and credit wise. I think in a good game with the Scharnhorst you do about 250 to 460,000 credits. Subtract from that the camo and the add-ons that you have, and you will mostly all of the time get out with a pretty good statistics. Interesting tidbit at the end, the developer or one of the public relation guys from Wargaming said to one of the Gamescom at one of the Gamescom's booths, basically to the question, will the Scharnhorst be nerfed? He basically said, who knows, but buy it as long as you can. So I guess that will be removed from the shop sometimes sooner or later. I very much enjoy the ship. I very much enjoyed the game. Hope you liked it too. I think it was pretty undecided till the very end. So thank you for watching. See you on the next video. And yes, if you have taken a close look at the list of video, the 100th World of Warships video is still not in the list, because I still want to do something special for that, yet I have no idea what. Might do a giveaway, maybe because for the 200th subscriber anyway. Still, if you haven't been subscribed to my channel recently, hello and welcome to you, thanks for watching, and as always, have a nice day, bye bye.